If you like ducks, dogs, training, deer hunting, anything outdoors, then this is the podcast for you guys. This is the Flying V Podcast. I'm Thaddeus Bash. I'm your host for this beautiful ride, and I'm assisted by my co-host, Mr. Changmore Vang. You can tune in every week and join us as we talk about anything and everything under the moon that you guys want us to talk about. Some facts, some fiction, and a whole lot of opinions. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let's hop into it. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the podcast. Welcome back to another episode. And this week is one that we have been waiting for. I'm so thankful that we're finally starting after all the hurdles that we had to jump through just to get to the point where actually recording this episode. It's such a relief. This is the first episode of our 50 States of Waterfowl series. It's actually, I guess, our second episode of the series. Since last week we did kind of a teaser video. I actually had a lot of people message me like pissed off about it because they thought it was actually the real first episode, and it was just us talking about the series. I thought an introduction was due. So we had a guy lined up for this week to do Alabama, and unfortunately for us, it fell through, and they waited until the last minute to cancel. So all day today we spent trying to find someone to hop on for us. And I reached out to the Drake Field team to try and get someone from Bama to come on and talk with us. And sure enough, our guest kindly volunteered her time to come on and talk duck hunting with us. So today's episode 1, and we're going to be talking about Alabama waterfowl hunting. Before we hop into that, though, Vang, how's your week been since we last talked?
Hey, what's up, brother? Week's been good. It was a fun 4th of July weekend. Got to watch some fireworks, and they did a gender reveal with it. My friend's sister is having a girl.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah. Fun 4th of July weekend. You?
Dude, I guess I enjoyed the 4 days off I had for the 4th of July.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't watch any fireworks. Literally Friday I was up early training, Saturday I was gone all day training, Sunday I was training, Monday I was training. So I really was like dog tired by about 8 or 9, but we got a lot done.
Nice.
So we had a cooler weekend, so I had to take advantage of the extra time I had to train.
Oh yeah.
So we got to get some good work in with Boone, got to travel. But I was literally like dog tired by 6, so I was asleep by 8 o'clock every night.
Nice.
And you can ask Maddie. I was so pissed off because like our neighbors were just roaring off fireworks, literally every
Oh no, you're
night
getting too old.
from like starting at like 9 o'clock. It gets dark here like 9, so
You're
starting at
one
like
of those people
9
now.
o'clock, dude. I know, I feel old as hell. So they were ripping fireworks off, and the dogs were going crazy, and I was just pissed off, yelling, and yeah, so it was fun. I guess.
Yeah.
But so we'll go ahead and we got Hayley on the line here from Alabama, and she's gonna talk to us about duck hunting. So I don't personally know Hayley, but from what I've heard, she's been duck hunting since she was 6 years old.
All right.
She just said she can't hear us, so.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Can anyone hear me?
I can hear her.
There we go.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey.
Yep, we got you.
Good.
All right, perfect. So we got Hayley here. So Hayley, go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us, what's your name? Where are you from?
Well, my name is
A little bit about yourself.
Yeah. My name is Hayley Howard, and I'm from pretty much Mobile, Alabama, as you can tell of my accent. But I'm a little bit north of Mobile, Alabama, in a very small town. So I am 27, and I am an outdoors photographer. So that's really about it.
Okay. So you said you've been duck hunting since you were 6, right? 6 or 7?
Pretty much every kind of hunting around here. So anything you can do here, I've done it pretty much. So since I was young.
And I've never met anyone from Alabama.
Really?
I don't. Well, no, actually, I have. What was you remember Frost, Vang?
Oh yeah, Frost.
He was from like the dirty south of Alabama. So yeah, you sound
Like,
exactly
I'm
like someone from Alabama should
Yeah,
sound
like-
like.
Yes.
I feel like Mobile is the dirty South for me.
Perfect. So 6 or 7. You said you're 27 now, so that's 20 years of waterfowling.
Yeah.
That's a pretty impressive resume. And then you said so you do outdoor photography. Is that like a full-time gig, or you do that on the
Yeah.
side, or?
Yeah, I've been doing that full time for about almost 2 years now. It's kind of hard right now with me not having hunting season because I go like all over the U.S. hunting and taking pictures for companies and stuff like that or outfitters, and
Damn.
it's awesome. But during this time, it's pretty hard. So I've been doing like some like fishing trips and stuff that I would get paid for, but during the spring and summer is kind of hard. So I have to like pick back up at like portraits and like small gigs, weddings, stuff like that.
Damn.
It's not my fave.
So you're living the dream.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
awesome.
Yes, but I've had a camera since 2017, 16 or so, and I'm just now getting to do that. And so it took that long to get here, and I still got a long ways to go.
But it's worth it now, right?
Oh yeah, I guess you could say I'm living it up.
For sure.
I just got
Yeah,
back from Daytona, Florida on a deep sea fishing trip like 2 days ago.
that seems that's pretty badass. If I'm colorblind, so like I don't know. I'm not a great photographer. Like all the pictures I take just look different to everyone else. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, oh, it looks so good, and then it doesn't. But whatever.
Oh my God.
So that career field's out of line for me. So what was your full-time gig before photography?
I actually worked at an eye doctor. I was like a technician, I guess, for like 5 years, and that is not for me.
Good. Well,
I
at
went
least
to
you figured
college.
that out.
Yeah, I went to college for like drafting and design, so like I'm all over the map. Like I got all kinds of stuff under my sleeve.
Damn. Okay. So, but at the base of it all, you've been hunting since you were
Oh yeah.
able
Now,
to.
not saying that we have the best ducks or the biggest deer or anything like that, or that I'm pro, but like I've done it all down here.
Well, that's the goal of this podcast series is to find where the best and the worst duck hunting in the country is.
Really?
Are we gonna have like a vote at the end of this thing?
Like I will proudly tell you which one I think sounds the best.
Okay.
And which one sounds the worst.
Well, we have about 49 states to go.
Yeah. I have a strong feeling Alabama's not going to be the worst state.
It's not going to be the worst state, but it dang sure ain't going to be the best state.
Like, I just don't have high hopes for Arizona at all.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Arizona. I mean, I'm sorry, Arizona, but whoever's going to come up with Arizona, you better be able to sell it.
Dude, but we got 2 weeks and we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
So, Hayley, I appreciate you taking the time to come on. Alabama, like I said, our guest fell through, and you came in clutch and saved us. So we owe you big time.
Yeah, thank you.
After me. I thought it was pretty cool that you let a girl do it. Like honestly,
we don't judge. We'll take what we can get.
Yeah. You know how some people
are. I will say, out of the 50 states, I think you'll be the only female.
Dang.
but I think that kind of represents the hunting, like the waterfowl community in general, though. I mean, that's 2%. I mean, I'd say about 2% of waterfowl hunters are female. There's not many.
Yeah, I think it's awesome because I have a bunch of girls that are getting into it a lot more, and I've taught a bunch of girls about it, and I love that. So.
Well, maybe we can inspire some people today. I don't.
Yeah.
You'll have to hype it up.
Yes.
But we'll go ahead and we're going to go ahead and jump into it. I'm excited. I know you. I guess you just found out about us today, so you don't really know. But I've been talking about this for like 2 months now. I came up with the idea, and I've spent the last couple of months just like cold calling and reaching out to people and trying to get it lined up. Because finding 50 individuals who are willing to hop on and shoot the shit doesn't sound terrible, but it's very annoying, especially for the oddball states. So we got it hammered out for the most part finally. So I've been stoked to just learn more about the country. Like you said, you get to travel and stuff and like take pictures.
Yes. I'm probably not the best one to be talking about hunting in Alabama because I've hunted in like some of the best places. So I'm like, oh God.
That's fine. That's
But I'm gonna
make it more honest.
Yeah, but I'm gonna speak for like me and being able to do that, and then like other people around here that only get to hunt here. So I know both of those worlds. So
yeah, so like you get to experience it. I guess I'm still one of the more fortunate ones. I get to hunt in some pretty cool places, but
yeah,
I'm still like there's a lot of places that I will never hunt in that we're gonna get to learn about. So
Arizona,
like Arizona,
like Arizona.
I sent you over the list of questions. Just it's kind of a guideline.
Yes.
Like I said, just kind of depending on how this flows. You seem outgoing enough that we shouldn't have any issues today.
I was a little nervous. I'm like, oh God.
No, it's good. Don't worry about it. We only have like 10 listeners anyway.
Yeah, something like that.
So are they listening right now?
No. Tomorrow. Every Thursday at 5.
So, but the reason why I'm asking is because I can tell like all my people like, hey, go check this out after I get done today. Okay.
That's the only thing we require of you is
to
share it with your friends. But so you've been duck hunting since you're like 6 or 7. So who introduced you? Your family, I'm assuming?
Yes, my daddy and then like his brothers and my uncles, they duck hunted a lot when I was younger, and then my daddy kind of stopped doing it, and my brother and me got real big into it kind of by ourselves and kind of like taught ourselves, I guess.
Okay.
And so we just took it from there. My daddy kind of stopped doing all that, and we just like went to the next level.
So like at what age were you like, yeah, I love this shit?
Really the first time that I went, I was like, oh my gosh, like back then there was like more mallards and like other ducks, just not just your wood ducks.
Yeah.
So back then it was a lot more fun. And so I don't know, like once I really graduated high school, that's whenever I was really hard at it because I was in a lot of sports and cheerleading and all that crap. So once I graduated, I was like, now I have time. Like I actually have a lot more time to go out and just hunt. So I think that's really when I started, about 17. So
okay. So
after that.
you know, and I like you say like back then it was better and stuff, and I hear that all the time.
Yeah.
And that's from every state. Everyone's like, "Oh, back in the glory days," you know, and I believe that. I believe it to an extent, but I also have this feeling that it hasn't changed as much as we have changed, and I say that in if you look back at memories of your childhood, most of them are like really good and exaggerated and like fluffed up a lot. Like when you're a kid, like the smallest things are amazing and like, and even when you're younger, you're like, wow, this is like, when I was like a kid, like going squirrel hunting, like I thought I was like king of the world and I'd kill like 3 squirrels. And then like if I go now, I'm like, oh, dude, this shit sucks. Like
I know.
you just like walking around.
I guess what gets me is I actually have pictures of my daddy like holding like straps of mallards and then like green wings and like blue wing at the same place I've always hunted. So it's the same exact area from since I was that young. And so like now if you go, you get wood ducks and that's it. Like it's so different, I guess, looking back on pictures and like just seeing how many more people go and fight for these spots that I grew up hunting in. And it's just, it kind of sucks to an extent, but it's also good that people is getting out and doing it. But it is a lot different here.
Yeah, it's like that everywhere.
Yeah, everyone's fighting for a spot now.
Yeah, it's kind of a dual-edged sword with that too, because you want people, you want more people involved in the sport.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, you just don't want those people involved in your area.
Yeah.
Yes, that's really
like,
what it is.
Like, I don't want you involved in my marsh, but I do want you involved.
Yes, that is
like,
true.
go to fucking Wisconsin and be involved. So Alabama duck hunting this is what we're here to talk about. You've hunted in other places, so you can kind of scale it like more accurately.
Yes.
I want on a 1 to 10 honest answer. How would you rate waterfowling in Alabama?
Okay. So not only did we hunt on the river and stuff, I started hunting like on our causeway and stuff. So you have like options heads and hills and like that. That's really cool. It's really not that bad. It's kind of dusty. I got to go.
Whoa,
A 5?
I was looking like
Yeah.
maybe a 7.
No, just because maybe if
Nah,
I was
no.
somebody else that didn't get to experience all these other hunts I got to.
Okay, makes sense.
From me,
Have you hunted? Have you hunted in? Oh, I think I'm cutting in. Have you got to hunt in Kansas?
Yes, I have. It was awesome.
Have you hunted any Arkansas timber?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That would definitely be like my top pick, honestly.
Yeah. So that's why Alabama's a 5 thing.
Yes.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at least you're not being biased and like giving Alabama something really good.
Yeah, but see, like my brother and other
I don't think we're gonna see a lot of biased ratings on here.
Yeah. Like my brother and other people around here get kind of aggravated because they're like, "Well, it's duck hunting. It's fun regardless," and it is. It is a lot of fun to do it, but it's just a bad. North, like I can't say.
We're cutting. Are you coming through clear, Vang? I'm getting a lot of chop.
Yeah, it's a little choppy.
I can just now hear y'all.
Hayley. Okay. Well, I was kind of quiet there, but it was a little choppy there.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep,
now
we got you now.
Okay.
Okay.
So I don't know
What were you saying now?
I don't know what y'all heard.
Yeah,
or
I
didn't hear.
Yeah, I didn't really get a lot of it.
Yeah, unfortunately on my end, I kept catching like every 10th word.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I heard North Dakota though.
Yeah,
Did you say
I
North
think
Dakota?
It's that Alabama signal.
Exactly. You are not lying. Like we do not have service here, and we can barely get Wi-Fi. So.
So I think a 5 is a fair rating for Bama though. Like I would have put it at like a 5. I don't expect it to be like amazing, but
yeah,
it's not the worst.
It depends on where you go to. It's a big difference from like where I live in the lower Alabama and then like more northern up towards Tennessee. Like that's a big difference.
Oh yeah.
So other people may vote a little differently and probably be mad at me, but I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Well, yeah, like I said, like you've hunted like some of the money pits of the country, like the 10 out of 10s. So So I mean, it's hard to say like, oh yeah, Alabama's awesome when like when you've killed mallards over corn in Kansas, like it's just not really comparable. So
exactly.
So what ducks do you kill the most in Alabama?
Wood ducks for sure. For sure. Like I'm just like, oh, I'm so sick of wood ducks. It was fun for a while.
Which is funny because like I mean we get a shit ton of wood ducks here in Louisiana too, but like some people would like kill to kill a wood duck. Like they love wood ducks. They hate mallards.
Yeah, I met a girl from Colorado and she was like, I just want to kill a wood duck on I think it was in Arkansas. No, we were in actually Oklahoma. And I was like, a wood duck? Like, please come to Alabama. I will take you every day. So she actually got her one there though.
Yeah, I always crack up because like I don't know. If you get sick of shooting mallards, like that's a good problem to have. I mean,
Yeah,
Yes.
like
could never be me.
quit bitching. We get a ton of wood ducks down here too.
Yeah, they're
So,
beautiful though. Like I love them, but I'm
so,
just like, all right.
so besides wood ducks, what's number 2 on your most bagged duck?
Um, Probably mallards. Just from me going to North Dakota and stuff, and then like Arkansas. But I do hunt the bayou down here, for like redheads and stuff too. So I've killed a
Okay,
bunch of those. So those are probably like my top 3 that I've killed the most, like redheads, mallards, wood ducks.
Nice.
it's not a bad day.
No, but not mallards in Alabama. No,
You-
I've never done that.
how many mallards have you killed in Alabama?
You
I
could probably count with
personally,
2 hands.
yes, like it was probably back whenever I was younger. Like I personally do not even remember me killing killing a mallard. But
Oh
now my
shit.
brother, yeah, that's how bad it is down here. Like with mallards these days. Like my brother went last year, and I think he killed one. And he goes literally the whole time. If he's off work, he goes. So I think he killed one. So that's how it is now. So
Oh wow.
yeah, I don't even know.
Damn.
Yeah,
So
but that's where I'm located.
controversial topic. What why do you think that is? Why do you think big ducks don't come to Alabama anymore?
I do not know, but I wish they would come back. um,
What do you blame? Like, are you like a global warming person, or do you blame corn? I'm being serious. This is a
No,
big.
yeah,
no,
that's a good question.
it is a very
But
good question because I don't really know how I feel or like why I think that. Like it may be the fact that now everybody and their mama duck hunts and they're kind of getting stopped at certain places and not making their way as low as me. But I really don't know how I feel about it. But it's definitely 100% looking back at pictures. It's not what it used to be.
Yeah, got you. No, like in Louisiana, it's a big argument everyone has because everyone claims like the good old days, the skies were black with mallards,
Yeah,
uh, and now if you kill 6 a year, like that's a good year.
yeah.
So
And they even
everyone
say
blame.
that about Arkansas. Like this past season,
Mhm.
like people were struggling so bad, and like I had the best time because I was like, well, y'all just don't know what. Like I've had the best time, but they're all mad because they're like, this is nothing. Like you should have seen what it used to look like, and I'm like, dang, I can't imagine.
Yeah, so I'm on the team of like weather. I think global warming is like a real thing. I think, and if you
Yeah,
look at weather patterns, you know, at the end of the day, they're fucking animals. Like
yeah,
they're gonna follow their natural instinct is to move when it's cold. I mean, it didn't get cold here at all until February, and we got a fucking blizzard. But
yeah.
uh, like it was a very mild winter across the country.
yeah.
I mean, they didn't have a reason to move, but people down here like absolutely everyone in Louisiana hates corn because they claim that like DU is
They
planting
stop.
corn and
Yeah.
heated ponds and ruining duck hunting for everyone in the South. So I can't wait to talk to some people up north and like tell me how they feel
Yes.
about.
Yeah. And I hear that a lot too. It's like more people are like feeding them too. And like you said, it didn't get as cold as what it usually does or whatever. And they're like staying in one spot and not coming down. But I don't know how I feel about it. I just know that I wish it wasn't like that anymore.
That's fair. That's a good answer. That doesn't get you in trouble.
Yes, I
That
do not want to get in trouble.
I'm from the north. I can tell you there was barely any snow last year,
Yeah.
and I was still killing them up here.
Wait, well, you guys have heated ponds and cornfields, dude. Shut up.
We have the cornfields and not the heat ponds.
Well, you can't really get much hotter than the bottom of Alabama, so
Yeah.
So when you hunt in Alabama, what style of hunting are you? You guys like in? You said the bayou, but are you guys like timber hunt? You got marshes down there. I mean, I'm
yeah,
sure you have like coastal marshes.
it's kind of timber because I grew up on the river, so like sloughs and stuff will actually like be in the boat,
Hmm.
and cover the boat and shoot wood ducks like that. And it used to be like mallards and stuff, but now if you wanted any other type of ducks, I go about an hour to like almost. It's like the bay. I don't know if y'all know anything about Mobile, but
I
um,
don't.
yeah. So it's actually kind of like choppy water, the Gulf type water. Like it's different. So we're in a boat there as well, but it's like more choppy water and you're in the open and you're like shooting towards a bridge and there's cars driving by, like stuff like that. And it's completely two different ways of hunting, and I love both of them. Like I have a lot of fun out there in the bay. So,
I got you. Yeah, definitely.
But my roots is like the Tombigbee River, Alabama sloughs, bottomland.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. It's and I think Alabama and Louisiana are pretty similar in their hunting environments. Louisiana is one of the only places that like is really as versatile as it is. I mean, you can go from flooded timber to rice fields. You can go down south and hunt the coastal marshes and tidewater. I mean,
Yeah.
you can hunt big open lakes and shoot divers. You can do just about anything. So I think I feel like Alabama is pretty similar in that nature.
Yeah, it is. You just don't have as many species, I guess you could say. There is some people that do look up and will kill some crazy ducks you never thought you'd see down here, like in the bayou and stuff. But
yeah,
it hasn't been made. I've just been like bubbleheads, redheads, bluebills in the bayou, and then my little casual wood ducks up here.
Still, I mean, it's not a bad.
It's not bad.
What So we know you're sick of wood ducks, but so what ducks? Like what's your number one bucket list bird that you want to kill?
I would like to kill maybe like a cinnamon teal or like a black. I've never killed a black duck.
Okay.
That'd be pretty cool, but they're one of them ducks that they look like the wood ducks, but they're like on steroids, like with their coloring. Like what are that like crazy colors? Like what is it? They look like wood ducks. They're like a wood duck species, and they're like white. I don't know what they're called.
I know what you're talking about. Like they're like Asian or some shit.
Yes, that would be awesome.
I don't even know what they are.
I would love to kill that little duck, but I've killed a lot of
the
different
mandarin. Yeah, a mandarin duck.
Yes,
that's what she's talking about. You can Google it, Vang.
Yeah, let me Google that real quick.
Colorful wood duck, more I don't know. What would you Google?
But
okay, yeah, okay.
But I've killed so many.
Good looking duck.
Yes.
Vang's Asian, so he might be able to help you out there.
There you go.
Yeah, I might just get him in there. But I can't duck call, I'll tell you that.
I've killed a bunch of different types, so that
fair.
Would have to be it.
I think a cinnamon teal would be cool too.
Yes.
And it's all about like where you live, though. People in California shoot the shit out of them.
I know.
Oh yeah.
And black ducks, I haven't killed a black duck either. I'd like to. Like literally 20 minutes west in Texas, they hammer on them. So my goal this year is to go hunt Texas and try and get one.
Yeah.
While I'm still down here.
They said that they would have some, but we didn't ever see any. But
So when you hunt, how many people you typically hunt with? Are you like a big group person? Do you like one or two solo?
Down here in Alabama, if we're just talking about Alabama, we usually have about 2 boats, maybe 3 to each boat. So at the most, like 6 people. And if it gets more than that, I'm like, ew. But now, out of states and stuff, I go with like a bunch of outfitters, like photography and stuff, and it doesn't bother me how many is like in the blind or anything like that. Down here, like when you're in the areas that we hunt in, it's just a little bit more difficult. So,
which 6 is still that's still a pretty big group.
Yes, 6 at the most here for me.
Yeah, I got you. I'm more of a, I don't know. I'm more of like a 1 or 2 kind of person.
Really? I thought you'd enjoy a good group.
Like 3.
That's the best part about duck hunting is like you can go with more people, and you guys are like next together, or you guys are like next to each other, like shooting the shit, and then a duck comes, and then you're just like, oh, what the fuck? Why did you hit that bird?
I don't have 6 people that I like that much.
I mean, I guess that makes sense.
I don't know.
That does make sense.
I don't know. I guess I don't have that many people that. I'm not a morning person. And like,
oh God.
I'm fine waking up in the morning. I'm just not a friendly person in the morning. So, like, I don't deal with like. There's some people during the day like you can tolerate when you're awake and you've had your coffee. I don't have a fucking filter at 3 a.m. Like, so I can't do it. I don't put myself in those situations. like I got like 3 people that I don't mind hunting with, but at the end of the day, like I truly enjoy hunting by myself. Like just me and Boone, that's the
I've
best
never
thing.
been duck hunting by myself ever.
Oh, my alarm's going off. Sorry. You're missing out. That's the best part. It's peaceful. You
That's
don't
when I
gotta.
go deer hunting. I do that by myself.
Yeah, fair.
I think when I go by myself, I just think about the scary stuff that could happen, and I'm like, yeah, that's why I don't go by myself.
Vang's scared of the dark, so he can't.
Just a little bit.
I would be kind of bored, like without my friends.
Yeah, like you didn't have no one to talk. Like you just talk to your dog, and then your dog is like doesn't really know what you're saying. He's just waiting for you to give the word back.
Yeah.
Well, like the first hunt I took Boone in the kayak was a solo hunt, and so it was a little sketchy, but I didn't drown. I fell in. I didn't drown, but story for another time.
Yeah.
So this is a question I'm curious about every state. What are your like limits in Alabama?
I do know it's 6, but you can only get 3 wood ducks a person.
3 wood ducks.
And if it was mallards, I think it's 4 a person.
Yeah.
But I don't know about the other species. I just know about wood ducks. You get 3, and that's what I'm used to. So you walk out with 6 ducks.
That's what we got. We got 3 wood ducks, 4 mallards.
Hey, that's like us too up here.
Some states are different.
Hopefully Arizona's different.
Arizona, you can kill 1 mallard.
Oh my gosh. They made 4. I don't know why. Because we don't ever see them.
Well, that's like, I don't know. It's like people in Louisiana hammer mallards. I just don't know where. I haven't found that place yet, but they do. I see the pictures, unless they're fucking photoshopped.
Most of the time, it's photoshopped.
So you say like you travel with photography and stuff. How many states have you hunted in?
Oh Lord. I saw that question and I forgot to like count them up, but I don't know why. But I'll say about, if we're talking about just duck hunting, probably about 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good little number. How what's your favorite one?
I loved Oklahoma.
Okay.
This season I loved Oklahoma. I know a bunch of people in that area too that killed the crap out of them this season in Oklahoma. But I absolutely love the Arkansas timber. I love it. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Out of those 2, I like both of them.
That is a tough choice. Those are 2 really good states.
Yeah.
When
I went to Kansas this past season, it was frozen. Like it was a hard hunt. Like it was snowing the whole time, and it was hard. But I went a couple of years ago, and it was pretty good.
So what's your least favorite state? Alabama.
Alabama.
I was waiting to hear that one.
I wouldn't even really say Alabama, but I went to Mississippi one time and hunted and didn't kill anything all weekend, so I'll go Mississippi.
Okay, that's fair.
But I'm not know where to go or nothing like that. So
what's your what's the one state you haven't hunted that you want to hunt?
Say Arizona. No, I'm just kidding.
Honestly, I feel like I've been to all the major states to duck hunt in, but I would love to go to Canada.
Okay.
Love to do that. That's like bucket list.
Yeah, that's probably where it is.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
Dang, you're like 10 minutes away from Canada.
I am. That's why I killed ducks up here. That's why I kill ducks, Smash.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, so Vang's up. He lives in Minnesota. He could be in Canada in like an hour.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I would love
that's a good
to do that.
I've been saying for like years that I'm gonna make a trip to Canada, but
I went very close. I went to North Dakota one time and I was obsessed.
Yeah, North Dakota is pretty good too. They've
Yeah.
got a lot of good ducks up there.
Oh, I guess you could say just because I want to go to Montana, I would love to hunt in Montana. Any kind of hunting, don't care what it is. I've never been, and that's like the main place I'm trying to go next. Where there is
Yeah.
just hiking.
That's like the big game hunting, though, isn't it?
That's what I was
Yeah,
about to say. Like, I'd love to go big
Yeah.
game hunting in
Yeah.
Montana. I mean, I'm sure like waterfowl hunting is cool too. The dude we have coming on for Montana is actually like a big time elk hunter up there too.
I would love to do that. I went out
Yeah.
west turkey hunting for the first time this year, and I fell in love. I'm just like, oh, I want to do all of that.
Yeah, I got 2 aunts that live in Montana. Montana's beautiful country,
Yes.
but I've never hunted there, so that'd be cool.
Yes, bucket list 2.
So do you do you have a dog?
I do. I have a Boykin Spaniel.
Oh, you're a Boykin person.
Oh yeah, don't judge me. Do not judge me. We had labs. I've had labs. I just ended up with Boykins. This will be my 3rd one I've ever had, and I love them.
So you prefer a Boykin over a lab?
You're gonna get me in trouble.
It's a legit. It's not a drama question. It's a serious question.
Personality wise, and the 3 that I had, they actually was a lot more calm, believe it or not. And they're so small, and like I fish a lot, so like them getting on the boat, like anything, they're just not so big and just rambunctious. I love them. I think they're awesome. So yeah, I would have to go with my little Boykins.
Okay, I guess that's a fair argument. I don't know. I don't agree with you, but
I've had labs. But...
yeah. And so apparently, I don't know. For anyone listening, she's never had a good lab, so you give her the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got Boykins. Do you own a boat?
I don't own a boat, but my daddy, my brothers, everybody, every guy that I get to go with, all my guy friends, they've got boats. So
you don't need a boat.
I don't need a boat.
You're like me. We just got people who have boats.
Exactly.
Well,
my brothers just both got 2 brand new boats, and I'm over here like, y'all are younger than me. Like, I feel like I need to go hop on that and get a boat too. Like, y'all make me feel.
Damn.
But...
Yeah. So I'm trying to get to that level of like, I got friends with boats. Like, I was the friend with the boat.
If you're not a morning person.
Yeah, I can.
True.
I was the friend with the boat, and then I sold my boat. So now I need to.
Sell your
Now I'm
boat.
trying to convince my friends to buy a boat.
That's how you do it. Is you convince them.
It's not worked. Like, I sold my boat in the spring, and no one's got a boat yet. But I kayak hunt. If you look at the channel, you'll see. I mean, this year I kind of, like I said, I bought a boat last summer, and this year I steered away from kayak hunting. But I'm actually excited to go back to like layout hunting and shit. So I mean, I'm not that upset about it. My friends are gonna be, unless they get kayaks, but whatever.
I've never done that. Yeah,
it's fun. It's addicting. It's different. It's tough. Like having done both, like having owned a real boat and like my layout kayak, I like them both. It's nice to be able to show up and just like launch the boat and hop in and just haul ass.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, kayak hunting, it takes a lot more scouting, but you can get into the places that a lot of people can't get into. And it's so much easier to hide. It got a layout bind on it, basically. I mean, I've noticed like you finish more birds in it than you do need standing or in the boat blind or in a duck blind or anything. I mean, you're so low profile and then just invisible. So I do enjoy it.
I fish out of them a lot, but not a lot. I won't say a lot, but I'll bass fish out of them. And so I thought about maybe hunting, but I was like, oh, I don't usually go by myself. Nobody else has these, so I don't need to go by myself.
Just slap a life jacket on and you'll be all right.
Safety first.
It does sound like something I would do. I promise. I'm not the biggest little redneck.
So, what kind of shotgun do you shoot?
I have an M2 Benelli. I'm a big Benelli.
I was actually looking at that gun. How do you like it?
I absolutely love it. It's the best thing I've ever owned.
Have you shot the SBE3?
Yes, I have.
Can you compare
I
both the
well, I've
guns?
heard just everybody that has them that they just mess up a little bit more than the M2s do.
Okay.
I've never had a problem out of my M2 ever. And it's a 20 gauge, but like I feel like more people are leaning towards that.
Oh
And,
yeah, I mean I have a 20 gauge myself too.
yeah. And I mean it is just
Dude,
I wish I had like at least $100 for every person I've put on an M2 Benelli.
Fat, are you laughing because I have a 20 gauge?
No.
You laugh now, but I'll tell you why I have one later.
Hey, turkey hunt, like they're bad to the ball.
Yeah, and you know what? They still drop ducks.
They do drop ducks. He's laughing.
Oh
Oh
man.
man, this guy over here is hating on 20 gauges. I don't even think
No,
I
I
can
mean,
be
if-
friend anymore.
It
Hey,
fits
I
you.
hate
You're
on-
like
I hate on a
5'5",
lot.
$120. I mean,
What?
you look like a 20 gauge.
What? No, I use my 20 gauge for upland because I have the Benelli Ultralight, and it's like 5.4 pounds, and that gets heavy, dude. When you're freaking walking all day, and you're just like when you carry like a Maxus or a A5, you're like, fuck this shit. This shit's heavy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna carry a 20 gauge instead of a 12 gauge.
I don't know, man.
I
You're
love
not
it.
winning.
Look,
You're not
I
gonna
would
be
agree.
winning.
I would agree with you if it was any other brand, but it's Benelli. Like it's it's okay. We can do that.
Yeah.
I know a lot of big time like duck hunters that shoot the M2 Benelli, honestly, and love it. 20 gauge all day.
Well, I was looking at the 12 gauge for the M2, but you know,
I want it too. I want both of them.
yeah. I have a question for you now.
Okay.
What is your best duck recipe? If you're
Oh,
willing
that's
to
a
share.
good question.
That is a good
Yes.
we do a lot of the bacon wrap, jalapeno stuff, cream cheese.
Okay.
Yeah, so let it sit, milk, whatever, salt, however long, and we wrap it up, beat it up or whatever with bacon, cream cheese in the middle, jalapenos, put it on the grill, and that is the best.
That is like one of the only ways to do it.
Yes. My daddy's actually made duck gumbo, and he did a very, very good job doing that growing up when we'd eat it a lot. But now other people, I've had their duck gumbo, and I'm just like, this ain't it, Hoss.
Okay.
I don't know how to cook my daddy's duck gumbo, but those are my top two favorites.
Maybe you should ask him and then,
Yes.
get back to us and share the recipe.
Yes, okay.
But that is a question I'm going to have to ask everybody.
Yeah.
No, that's a really good question.
And wood ducks, at least we do have those are good ducks to eat. Like at least our main ducks that we kill is the best ducks to eat around here.
That's right.
Makes sense.
What shells do you shoot?
I shoot a lot of Kent, but I have been working with the shotgun shell company, like pictures and stuff, and he's the owner, and he's like my new little best friend, and I love him to death. But he's TSS, so like for turkey and stuff, I've used it, but I haven't got to use any other type of his shells. I've only got to use it for turkeys this year, and I loved them. So we'll see how his other shells do, but I love him. So if y'all don't know him, look him up and add him and try out his shells.
What was his name?
His name's Blake Rice, but it's called TSS Super Shot on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. And it's just I love seeing like good people owning like small companies and growing. So like I want to try to represent him as much as I can.
Heard that.
But I do love Kent. I like my little Kent shells. I've never had a problem with them, but I'm really not that picky about shells.
Okay. Do you just shoot steel? I mean, have you ever tried bismuth or tungsten or anything?
Yeah, steel, but with him it is tungsten, like this company. So I haven't tried his shells yet.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Damn. Okay. I was just curious. A lot of people like
a lot of
shells
people
are
have
like
their brand and they sticking to it, but I will try to find Kent and use them as much as I can. But if I can't, then I just get whatever.
Heard that.
I'm in
What
the docks over here, man. I ain't got a lot to choose from.
and this is my last question. This is an important question.
Okay.
What is the one thing you have to take to the duck blind with you every morning?
Let's hope you say TP.
No, come on.
Okay.
Like,
I'm just joking around here. Okay, answer your question.
like food wise.
Food wise, okay, I was about to say, well, my camera, but food wise, I am a big snacker. So like, I take a lot of different snacks, but I got to have my honey buns. Like if it's early morning,
Oh yeah, those are perfect
I'll
for the
get
morning.
back coffee and I'll buy me a little honey bun. Got to have it. Now, if it's like if we're hunting all day or something, I'm gonna get Lunchables. I don't know what it is about me, but
So you're Vang, you're a honey pudding person too?
I mean, I'll have it, but I'm not. It's not something I'll have to have.
I hate honey buns.
Oh, I love them. And like
What?
if I don't feel like a honey bun, I'll get me a Danish, like a strawberry Danish from the gas station. Oh yeah.
You guys are disgusting.
You're freaking weird.
I don't know. I'm a Pop-Tart guy.
That sounds basic.
And then,
oh, he calls you basic. I do like Pop-Tarts,
that's the point. It's easy. I buy a 48 pack.
I don't ever about them. Like
you buy like the big ass boxes, and I'm not like, I don't know. One of my buddies always brings Pop-Tarts, or he'll be like, "Hey, I brought you a Pop-Tart," but he brings like the weird ass flavors, like fucking s'mores and birthday cake, like like the weird shit. I'm just like, dude, strawberry, blueberry, like that's it.
That's all you need.
Yeah, don't fuck this up.
Oh, I love Reese's too. I'll be bringing a lot of different kinds of Reese's stuff. Oh.
Yeah, I was a big snacker. I've cut back. I've tried to eat healthier, so I don't know if I'm gonna still be doing that when duck season comes around. But I always pack Pop-Tarts. That probably won't change. And Boone's favorite duck blind snack is 100% granola bars. I always, every morning I go to the gas station, I grab him two or three granola bars.
I
to
always
munch on.
have to have granola bars.
I don't know why. I just like, I'm not one of those like, oh, I'm gonna get a granola bar this morning. No.
I don't get them. I don't eat them, but Boone loves them. Granted,
Boone and I could get along in the blind well then.
Boone loves everything. Though. The other day, I'll tell a story real quick. Then we're probably gonna have to cut it. But the other day, I made like a Philly cheesesteak skillet. It was like steak and cheese and onions and peppers and shit. And I baked it, and so we ate half of it. And I left it on the stove in the cast iron, and I was sitting there playing PlayStation. Maddie was in the bath, and I heard something in the kitchen. And I walk in there, and Boone ate half the fucking, like the other half of the skillet. Like it's just all over the floor. And it was full of it's full of onions. So then we were like freaking out because onions are toxic to dogs. If no one knew.
Nope, didn't know.
Well, now you know.
Thanks for telling me.
They're like extremely toxic. So which and it's in like certain doses, but I put like a whole onion in this thing, and he ate half of it. So that's a lot of fucking onion. So like we're like Googling like how much onion, blah 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 blah. And anyway, we had to make him throw up, but he just barely threw up a little bit. So we were like, we're worried about him. Like that's my best friend. I love him to death. So I was tired of shit. I went to sleep. I just like pet him and told him I loved him and said a prayer, and I went to sleep. And Maddie was worried sick, so he slept in bed, and she stayed up with him all night. Worried, and we were worried for a couple of days, but he's fine now. So the whole moral of the story was, Boone likes to eat anything he can.
I think that's all dogs.
That's a good meal that you're wanting to get. Like, you smell something like that on the stove, I'll be getting it too.
Yeah, that's fair. But there you go. I helped someone out. So now you guys know onions are toxic.
No onions. Okay.
To your dog.
Okay.
That was my exciting thing. I don't have a fucking exciting life, so that was like the highlight of my week. Was
But
our
you
dog
still went
almost
to
died.
bed.
I was tired, dude. I mean,
Okay.
Well,
there
I
was.
have a question.
What's up?
How do y'all know each other?
Go ahead,
I'll
Thad. Tell
let
the
you.
story.
No, I was gonna let you
Yeah.
field it.
It got quiet.
I'll start with in 2014 we met each other on some yellow footprints, and the rest.
We
no.
we joined the Marine Corps. We met each other in the Marine Corps.
Oh,
And then yeah, like we went to basic training together and school together, and then we got stationed together. So we spent like 4 years together in North Carolina. And then I stayed in. He got out and moved to Minnesota. I stayed in, came to Louisiana. But yeah, we've been friends since then. So that was what, 7 years?
Yeah, about.
Damn, you're my oldest friend. No.
You're one of the only friends I talk to in the Marine Corps still.
oh.
But yeah.
Well, besides Dakota, you're one of the only ones. But I've known
Yeah.
Dakota since like I was a kid. So
But yeah, we his name's Vash, I'm Vang, so they put us alphabetically and we're always next to each other.
Well, that's awesome. Now y'all are hunting together and stuff.
that's such a sad story. Brought a tear to my eye.
Yes, that's how we know each other. And we ended up playing games and decided, hey, let's come up with flying V outdoors. What that did. And there we are now.
Well, that's
Yeah.
awesome. I'm glad I got to be on my first little podcast. I see
Yeah.
so now.
Yeah, that's awesome. And yeah, so we've known each other for like 7 years, and we've never hunted with each other.
Oh, really?
We
That's
just talk
very
about it.
Hopefully this year will be the first year, actually.
Shit keeps
Oh.
happening.
Yeah.
That would be
Like,
cool. Well,
like 2 years ago, I couldn't get the time. Last year, COVID, no one could get the time. So this year's supposed to be the year. I don't know though. We're buying a
Yeah.
house, so
Yeah, so we'll see.
if we close on it, we're supposed to close on our house at the end of the month. So if we close on our house, then I don't know, buddy.
Well, I'll come down then. How about that? And
There
maybe
you
we can
go.
meet up with Hayley in Alabama or something.
Come kill 2 wood ducks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this. I don't know if it's. I don't think that's worth the trip. Maybe meet in, like Kansas or something.
Yeah, that too.
There's other things to do, like I'm only like an hour from the beach. Like there's a lot to do.
It's hard selling Alabama.
I know. Look, if we don't kill a lot of like wood ducks, like we can go try a different type of duck. If that don't happen, then we'll just find something else to do. There's a lot to do. We'll have fun.
Maybe
Alright.
one day.
Yeah.
But Hayley, thank you again for coming on. Like I said, you really you were a lifesaver, and most importantly, Alabama. This is the first episode, so you were the first one to come on the show.
Yay!
You're the tone setter, and I think we set the bar pretty high. So
Yeah. Thanks, Hayley, for your time.
congratulations on your first podcast.
Yes.
Make sure and
I hope
share
y'all
it
don't
with everyone.
I hope y'all don't get me like cussed out too bad by all my people that's gonna be listening to this when they're from Alabama.
You're gonna get kicked out of Alabama now, but
know.
we appreciate it.
They're gonna be like, we kill all kinds of mallards where we're from. Okay, well, bring me.
So, yeah, tell them to take you.
That's what I'm waiting for in the comments is people being like, "Oh, she doesn't know what the fuck she's talking
You don't know what she's talking about. She's just a girl. I can't wait either.
about." Yeah, that's gonna happen. But again, I appreciate it. For everyone who's listening, thank you again. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on YouTube, and give us a thumbs up, and drop down in the comments and give Hayley a big thank you. You guys stay tuned for next week. Next week's going to be a really fun state. And we're doing Alaska next week. And that is, spoiler alert, one of my bucket list states to hunt in is Alaska. So I'm really excited for Alaska. It should be a good one, guys. If you're on Spotify, hit that follow button for me and stay tuned. Because like I said, this series is going to take us almost a full year. So you're going to want to stick around. We got some really cool people coming on, and we should have some really cool stories. Again, I appreciate Vang and Hayley for coming on here and shooting it with me. I appreciate everyone for listening. I hope everyone has a great night, and we'll see y'all later.
All right, folks.
Thank you.